Hi there, this is Nigel Edwards at UK Hypnosis and Coaching, and some more stories about elephants, the hypnotic power of elephants, and how much they appear in metaphors and stories, myths and legends for us. There's a lot to do with elephants that we can relate to. In particular, think about the elephant in the room. Often it's that one thing or that one subject that we know it's there, it's obvious, but we choose to ignore it. What is it in your life that you're choosing to ignore or suppress that, when actually dealt with and released, could provide you with the most amount of benefit in life? What is it that you need to understand? Maybe there's a bad habit or a phobia or something that's preventing you from doing something. We'd call that secondary gains. For instance, if somebody's afraid of flying and they're petrified on getting on an aeroplane, it might actually be because that's serving a purpose for you. Maybe there's somebody who you could only get to by flying and you really don't want to see that person. And that becomes an unknown sort of reason why you have that particular problem. Something that's buried or subdued at that subconscious level. So some elephants are more obvious, but the elephant in the room needs to be sorted out. That's one good way of making progress. There's things that we're afraid of, like an elephant might be afraid of a mouse. What is it that makes elephants afraid of a mouse when it's got this huge body and weight and power, huge amounts of power? Yet legend says that they can be terrified of a mouse and trying to, hide and climb onto a chair or something. So what is it in your life that is really small and insignificant that you're afraid of, that you don't need to be? Maybe it's something that needs to be explored in terms of what is that irrational fear or phobia? What does it mean? How is it serving you in some way? Often these secondary gains, like I referred to, are a way of your unconscious mind working out a way to keep you safe, well, and protected. Another analogy here, that your conscious mind, although you are aware of lots of things around you, your unconscious mind is like the power of the elephant, and your conscious mind is like the power of the ant riding on that elephant. So if that elephant gets spooked or it wants to go off to the left and you want to go off to the right, how are you going to steer it? Because your mind and your body are far more powerful by the thoughts and the feelings that are going on that control. If you're feeling anxious about something, it prevents you from doing something. And these are more like animal instincts. Because even in the caveman times or earlier than that in our evolution, if you did something that was dangerous, it could get you killed, could get you chucked out of the tribe, predated upon by wild animals or killed by another tribe. So we've got this evolutionary thing in us that makes you feel anxious if you're going to be doing something that might be considered dangerous. But we've evolved over many, many years, but not to live in this age of technology that we have now. Our minds and bodies react in a way that would have served the purpose millennia ago. So working out what it is that's the animal instinct that's driving your behavior is the key to understanding why you might feel in a certain way. It's making speeches and presentations in front of big groups of people. It's all the faces staring at you. Think of that as being like facing all of the faces of your tribe, and being a challenge to them would probably get you chucked out or killed. A challenge to the hierarchy wouldn't be very welcome in any kind of tribe. And you see this in the animal world with baboons or whatever like that. If anyone challenges the alpha male, they're likely to get a severe beating and maybe killed. And if they're chucked out of the tribe, then they're probably going to get eaten by predators. So these feelings that you feel all the time are directly related to your animal instincts. And what else do we have in terms of the way that we talk to ourselves in kind of don't think about this or don't do this or don't do that? Now, right now, I'd like you to think about a pink elephant. Imagine that pink elephant there, brightly coloured pink, big elephant. Maybe it's got a smile on its face. You can see its little tail. its long trunk, that pink elephant. Now, if I say to you, don't think about a pink elephant, don't think about a pink elephant, your brain is still focusing on the pink elephant because your unconscious mind tends to delete the word don't. So you can't help but still imagine that don't thing. And that's often the case where you're thinking about wanting to achieve something, but you keep thinking about the negative. Say, for instance, the bad coach goes up to the football player who's about to take the final penalty of the match, and he says, "Don't miss that goal. Everybody's going to know that it was you that lost the match, and you'll be embarrassed and ruined for life. Don't miss the goal." So what's he going to be thinking about is not getting it in the goal. He's going to be thinking about don't missing. Missing means hitting it off centre. Now, if the good coach comes along, says to him, "Now, you practice this 100,000 times, you can easily get it in the goal. That's all you need to do, get it in the goal." And what's he going to imagine? He's going to imagine, there's the goal, in it goes. So the word don't is often deleted in your unconscious mind. Bearing that in mind, you have the strength to talk to yourself internally in the right way. So this has been Nigel Edwards at UK Hypnosis and Coaching. And if you've got any self-limiting beliefs, a negative inner voice, anxieties, and you want to understand more about it and how you can be free from things like that to run a much happier life, to be more in control, then give me a call. Or look me up on www.ukhypnosisandcoaching.co.uk. And I look forward to speaking with you. Thank you. Have a lovely day.